Welcome back to the Mayor's Table. I'm Mayor Tommy Roberts. I don't have a guest today. I'll be handling this segment of the Mayor's Table by myself. And we're going to be talking a little bit about looking forward. The last couple of weeks we've looked back at the last 8 years. We've focused a little bit on our outreach effort during that time and on some of the projects that we've accomplished during some fairly challenging fiscal times. So this is the 111th segment of the Mayor's Table. And as I reflect back on the origination of this idea and the purpose of trying to reach out to people in our community like you who have tuned in, and I have to conclude that I think we've been fairly successful with that outreach effort. We've got good numbers in terms of views and reaches, and I hope that this program has been something that you've looked forward to and that has been informative for you over the last 2 years. I think it's quite an accomplishment to think back that we've aired a segment of the Mayor's Table every Monday or every week for the last 2+ years. And this will be the last one that I host. There may be future mayor tables depending upon the decision of the newly elected mayor. Maybe some other format of outreach that the new mayor would decide to embark on. But nevertheless, I can only say that it's been my pleasure to try to bring you this information about your local government through this medium. Again, the idea is that we're going to try to look forward a bit here for the rest of this segment. I want to make sure that everyone knows that we have a municipal election tomorrow in Farmington and municipal elections throughout San Juan County, and for that matter across the state tomorrow. Today is Monday, March 5th. Tomorrow's Tuesday, March 6th, and you'll have a chance, if you haven't already voted early, to go to the polls to vote in Farmington on your new mayor and on 2 new city councilors. I think that in itself is really important to stress, the importance of participating in your local government, if in no other way, but simply to go exercise your right to vote and to be informed about that vote. So if you've already voted, then you've already gone through that process. If you haven't voted yet, I would encourage you in the next 24 hours or less to try to inform yourselves about these candidates and to go to the polls tomorrow and to make your decision on who it is you want to lead you into the next 4 years. One of the significant aspects of this transition in the elected body in Farmington is that it's going to be a significantly less experienced group of 5 people. We know that we're going to have 2 new city councilors in District 3 and in District 4. And between those 2 new city councilors, we know that neither of them will have any elected body experience. They will be replacing Councilor Duckett in District 4, who has 4 years of experience, and Councilor McCulloch in District 3, who has 8 years. So we're exchanging 12 years experience for 0 years of experience. Now, Councilor Duckett is running for mayor, and with that 4 years of experience, Mr. Berkey is running for mayor, and he has no years of experience as an elected official. So of those incumbents who are not up for election, Linda Rogers and Sean Scher in Districts 1 and 2, there's a combined experience level of 4.5 years. So the point I'm trying to make is that regardless of who wins the mayor's race, we're going to have very, very limited experience as elected officials on our new City of Farmington elected body. That means it's imperative for citizens to become more engaged, to support those elected officials. It's going to be a learning curve for them, and they're going to need the goodwill and good faith and the input and the volunteerism that comes with an active group of citizens in a community. And I just simply want to encourage you to become engaged in that way. There are a number of ways to do that through our volunteer advisory boards and commissions, simply reaching out to these newly elected officials to indicate to them that they have your support and that they can rely on you if you have a particular area of expertise. I think that's very important as well. The next 4 years are going to be very challenging for the city of Farmington. we've already been through a challenging 8 years, and I see that the challenges are not going to ease during that time. We're faced with a number of economic challenges in the form of the prospective closure of San Juan Generating Station in January of 2022, the potential loss of 300 to 400 jobs that now exist as a result of the operation of the plant and the mine that supplies the coal to that plant. And it just is of a magnitude that is daunting in some ways. Those 300 to 400 jobs that we have the potential to lose each have a value of about $100,000. That's $30 to $40 million of lost tax base into our local economy if we should lose them. We have an electric utility that we own and operate. There are going to be many challenges going forward with the operation of that utility as renewables gain favor in our power mix, and that will create challenges for the management and operation of our utility. We continue to have those challenges that exist because we have a diverse population in our community and in San Juan County and in the northwest part of the state. And those challenges are sometimes difficult to manage, but we need to continue to realize that we have to have a community that is friendly and favorable and open to all people, regardless of race, color, creed, ethnicity. And so we're going to have a continuing emphasis on improving those relationships in order for our community to reach its full potential as a community. I want to reflect a little bit now, reversing the perspective and move back from looking forward to looking back in a very small way. I have enjoyed my time as serving as your mayor. I appreciate that opportunity. The last 8 years have been a great experience for me. I always tell people that I've probably gotten far more out of it than I've given in return. What I've gotten out of it is a growth, an understanding of our community, an opportunity to influence the direction in which our community has moved. It hasn't always been easy, but I can say without reservation that it's been a very, very positive experience for me. There are certainly times that I wish we could have avoided. There have been conflicts with people. There have been debates over issues. Some of that has been unpleasant, but again, if I look at it by stepping back and looking at it in a broader perspective, I can truly say that I've enjoyed it far more than I thought I would. And I say that in all sincerity. And I wish those who are following and those who will be elected tomorrow, I wish them the best of luck as they move forward in their efforts to improve and influence the direction that our community takes. The mayor's table has been a great experience, as well as I've indicated earlier, and it's been a great experience in large part because of the people in the background. Greg Allen has been here every filming, videoing these sessions. His productions are, I think, high quality, and I hope you agree with me about that. Every time I preview one of them, I'm really impressed with Greg's talent in producing these videos, the use of graphics. It's just, I think, a very professional product that we turn out and that he turns out and that you view. Would also like to thank Shauna Reeves, who is the communications director for the city of Farmington, for all of her efforts in organizing these segments. She's out there calling people who have served as guests for me on the mayor's table, and she's done an outstanding job of that. She's been very attentive to the organization of this effort. And then Michael Bullock for the design of the mayor's table, a great artist, and appreciate his contributions. And then I want to just simply thank all of my guests. City Manager Rob Mays has been a regular guest on the mayor's table, but we've had department heads, we've had citizens who have been engaged in particular projects and outreach that we want to highlight. And they've all been good sports, and they've all contributed to the success of this program. So in closing, I'll just simply say that it's been a pleasure to host these segments of the Mayor's Table. It's been more than a pleasure. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve as the mayor of the city of Farmington. I will be retired. I'm not practicing law any longer. And on March 12th, when the transition in the elected body takes place, I'll no longer have a role in local government. But I hope to be engaged in other community efforts. I've been a lifelong volunteer and don't see that changing in the near term for me. I usually close these segments by thanking you for joining us on the Mayor's Table and telling you that I look forward to seeing you again next Monday. But today I'll just simply say in closing that I appreciate the fact that you supported this program, and I'll look forward to seeing you out in the community as together we continue to try to make Farmington a better place to live, work, and play. Best wishes to all of you.